Senior research officers from prominent U.S. universities gathered in Washington in July for a roundtable discussion with journalists. The sequester and its impact on America's research enterprise was a primary topic of conversation.
Because of where sequestration is taking us, and now the likelihood that faculty have to kind of go back to their roots in a way and be safe in terms of what kind of projects they should work on, results in I think a much less innovative and much less multidisciplinary research enterprise. And so that's going to lead at some point down the road to significantly lower return on investment on the research enterprise. We haven't seen significant drops yet, but that's because the funds have already been in place. FY14 will begin to see some of it. FY15 right now is essentially like falling off a cliff.
The most pervasive thing I feel on my campus is dread and fear. Those are the sort of leading indicators. And it's this sense of uncertainty about what the future is. You really see that impact on young faculty. You see it on postdocs. You see it on graduate students. You see it on seniors and juniors who are thinking about going on into careers in science.
And no other sector in America can do early stage research. Private sector cannot do it, because stockholders will not allow for that investment at the early stage. Why is this important? It's important because early stage research leads to the innovations that actually have been the very thing that creates economic, political, and social security in our nation. So in a way, if America wants to retain our lead in innovation that produces future security, this early stage research is essential.
I mean, for the past 100 years, the United States was the go-to place. I mean, I came here from Ireland, but now I'm seeing, Irish graduate students not coming here anymore. They're going to Britain or Europe or Australia. And it's not just junior faculty, it's senior faculty. I mean, we're seeing senior faculty being attracted by foreign universities because of the better research funding, better salaries, better infrastructure, which is something that we never saw before.
This is set to go on for years and years and years, and that makes it, this much different sort of force that will just sort of gradually move forward. This dropped, that dropped, this dropped. Things aren't going to just blow up on us. That's not how this is going to hurt us. It's more like a slowly growing cancer. And it's going to do a lot of destruction over time. You're going to see people's careers ended early on, assistant professors, associate professors who never get that grant at critical time and they're gone. You're going to see promising graduate students not be promising graduate students, just leave. You're going to see this, and it'll play out over a period of many years.
Cuts happening now have effect in the future. So do you want your children to have clean drinking water? Do we want crops to be grown in Kansas 20 years from now because there's an aquifer supplying those crops so you can have food on your table? So would you want your family members to have access to a regenerated heart, regaining them 20 years of life, a productive, high-quality life? Those kinds of losses will be the losses we experience from today's cuts.
It's not necessarily that the sequester is aimed at science and technology, at funding research. In fact, by and large, it's not. But we've got this budget issue that's overriding everything, and frankly, science and research, scientific research, is getting caught up in that.